Scratch.
So is this the podcast where we announced that I officially replaced Eloy?
Like those old school rock bands that just keep replacing members
with their own members?
The original members have been out for 20 years, but now they're coming back in to replace the replacement's replacement.
That's right, I'm back.
Yeah. So Doc, I see you bouncing up and down, and you said you're on a yoga ball. Did it come with a pair of yoga pants?
That's none of your business, actually.
And will you go grocery shopping in them?
No, right off the bat. But
no, it didn't come with them, or no, you won't grocery shop in them?
Both, sir. Both. I had a customer the other day, dude, and he was wearing the tight pants.
A guy?
Yeah, and he took his dog for like a run while I was like working on his house, and yeah, whatever. I guess not for me.
So, are you one of them people that'll go to the grocery store in your pajama pants?
Well, that was going to be the question. Pajama pants, I think, is too far. How about sweatpants?
Yeah, I'll go in sweatpants.
No, I won't.
Do you guys remember, like, back in the 90s, they had the sweatpants that didn't have the elastic in the bottom of the leg?
Yeah.
Down on the ankle? I can't find a pair of those to save my life.
I just got a pair.
Can't you just buy them long and cut it off?
They're champion.
So is it like kind of like how you do cut off jean shorts, but you do it with sweatpants?
But then they all roll up because the fabric's so thin and stupid.
Jordy. It's like a bell bottom, but sweatpant.
Right. That's what I need.
For when you want to disco at the Walmart.
Ooh. It's like a good time.
Everybody, send Elroy a message.
I'm kind of enjoying it.
Oh, that's not nice at all. You need to send a message too.
I'll let you guys send him a message. What are you drinking there, Rory? Out of a mason jug.
I'm drinking the souls of my enemies.
Ooh.
Out of a mason jug.
Looks like it was a slow week. Not much in there.
I like to nurse on them.
What?
I mean on the drink, not on my dead enemies.
Yeah, right.
Are there health benefits to this?
Good catch. Way to dial that one back.
To nursing on my enemies or on the beer?
Both.
I get some calcium in one, and I get some beer in the other.
They get your vitamin D somehow, right?
It's just a tip. That's all I need.
Hey, Doc, you'll be proud of me because I made the grocery run.
Did you do it?
Not in yoga pants nor sweatpants.
Good.
But I picked up some pure cranberry juice. Disgusting.
Uh-huh.
Multivitamins and fish oil.
It's time. Did you get the capsules?
The gel cappies.
Yeah. All right. I take 2 in the morning and 1 with dinner. That's probably
many? How many milligrams are your
I don't know how many these are. I've been buying the same jug for so long that I don't even know.
What do you get? Like the jug that's the size of those
I buy the
generic
3-pack.
cheese balls?
I buy the 3-pack of
okay.
9 million.
9 million?
Yeah, there's 3 million in each one.
5-gallon buckets at the Home Depot.
They're actually served in Santa sacks where it's not. It's like the TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside, so when you reach your hand down in there, it's just.
Ooh. I didn't realize I was going to have to take so many of these damn things every day.
I'd take 1 in the morning and one at night, but that's just me.
How do they get the fish oil? Is it from ground up fish?
I prefer not to know.
Like, could I just buy
You could eat
a fish and lick it twice a day?
Here's my take on it. You could eat a very expensive pescatarian diet, and you probably could because of your proximity to water.
Yeah.
And eat fresh fish that was good for you and not need it. But look, everybody I know that like lives near the coast or eats a lot of fish or like is Caribbean like that and eats fish, goes out of the way. They're all in like great shape. They look great.
Like Tom Hanks from Castaway?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So have you taken one yet?
Yeah. I don't feel any different.
You burping it up yet?
No.
Good.
Is that to be expected?
Yep. It's going to taste like sushi when you burp.
Oh, I like sushi.
Yeah, you'll dig it.
Yep. It's like, well, I'm all grown up.
Taking your vitamins and your fish oil.
Freaking cranberry juice. Ugh.
Oh, UTI?
Possibly. I'm hoping, because otherwise it's going to be maybe my prostate's going.
Oh, dum dum dum.
Seems a bit early for that. Figured the liver would go first.
I got my truck stuck in a parking lot today. Or not today. Yesterday.
Isn't that what they're for? Or you park them?
No, I got it stuck. We had a snowstorm, and this part of the parking lot wasn't plowed, and I thought I'd be fine in it. You want to talk about being embarrassed? Is getting your 4-wheel drive Tundra, all four spinning in the snow right there, and everyone just driving by watching you. You don't have a shovel. You don't have chains. I did have a piece of cardboard, so I was able to try to use that like a shovel, and yeah, it sucked. So it was about 20 minutes of me screwing around, but got it out.
Always a good time.
Did you guys get those sub-zero temperatures out there?
No, it wasn't that cold. We just got these like heavy wet snows, almost like a spring snow. But we got like 16 inches of it.
This morning it was as cold as I ever remember it being ever.
No kidding.
How cold?
It was -10.
Damn.
Yeah, the wind chill, man, was nuts.
And that's what I saw. I didn't see. Someone told me it hit -12, but I didn't see that.
Yeah. We went down to jump start a car today, and like, when you start it up and it starts that whining sound from the power steering, I opened up the reservoir and it was just a solid ice block in there. I was like, well, you're going to have to thaw that out somehow.
Yeah, you wait.
Little hair dryer.
All right.
My grandpa.
Do you guys get block heaters out in them parts? I remember my first car, my father had a block heater installed. So during the winter, I had to plug it in with an extension cord.
Aren't those typically just for diesel?
Yeah.
We had it in the 79 Malibu.
Wow.
That's
if you had lived in a really cold area, it was good to have. Not really around here.
All right.
It's not that cold all the time.
We just dump heat in our gas tanks and make sure we got a battery charger.
Heat.
Yeah, I do carry a
Dry gas or whatever you call it.
Yeah, I do carry a jump pack with me just about everywhere I go.
Yep.
For you or the car?
Both.
Do you put them on your own terminals or the car's terminals?
If I have to.
Clamps them on his nipple and then he grabs the battery.
Well,
Fire it up, John!
That's a mistake a lot of people make. You got to put one on the nipple and one on the toe.
Oh,
gotta get the full body.
Yeah. If you just go nipple to nipple, it just goes across your heart. It's no good.
It's good advice.
Yeah. My grandpa was a mechanic, and he told me when he was young, back in the day, when it would get cold like that, cars just wouldn't start. Like, imagine every car simultaneously failing to start. It just got cold enough, no car would start, and he said that he'd take the wrecker out, and he would just go up and down the street starting people's cars for him because you'd have to, reprime everything and, to get it to fire and whatnot.
All right. Do you guys have the tall tales around your area of the blizzard of 78? Or is that just in my area?
I hear it now and again up here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I've got pictures of it. I wasn't alive for it.
Yeah, my dad's got pictures of him and his brothers standing on snow drifts, and the telephone poles are at their ankles.
Damn.
Like the tops of the telephone poles. It's wild. Just like tunnels in the roads to drive down.
Where did they put the snow when they were making the tunnels?
I don't know. I know they use backhoes quite a bit.
I was going to say they'd have to.
Yeah.
There he is. Hi, buddy.
I thought in honor of Ryan's return, I would fall asleep and forget to wake up in time again.
How was your nap, buddy?
I freaking fell asleep.
FYI, we're live.
What do you mean?
We're recording.
Don't
just so
swear.
you know.
Okay.
I mean, swear if you want, but
Okay. No problem.
Before
So,
you continue, I want to tell you my idea. I think you should start live streaming your chowder naps.
it could be like a fetish. People could pay you for chowder. They could, but you eat that chowder.
Super chats out the yin yang.
Ryan, I promised that I would not go in the direction of evil. And Bales
I'm not evil. I'm trying to help your channel out with monetization.
And Bales is pushing the envelope, but I will not buckle.
Somehow, I think we need to work on getting you a chowder sponsor. Like, you need to be that guy.
See,
Like
Rory,
or something.
Rory, that's why I get picked on, and they expect like timely arrival. I get picked on day and night. Abused seriously. I get picked on. Ryan's
Why is
here,
everybody always picking on me?
but I feel the push of that guy Bales, and Doc is like a supporting character. You both
I
support each other
definitely throw gas on the fire.
in some sick, twisted little fantasy.
Doc gave me strict guidelines of things I'm not allowed to talk about when I come on tonight. So,
Like affiliate links.
You snarfed a little bit there. That was funny.
And by the way, I'm not even mad. I'm gonna forgive you guys, just like you've forgiven me for being late.
The HH. Was it really a chowder nap, or would you eat?
No, dude, I've been cleaning my room, my office room, and I dug into some heavy duty, like dust and items, and just going in deep, and it was like, it's like digging through tunnels in here, and just I
think you maybe need to clean more than once a year, buddy.
This is actually the year anniversary of the last time I did that.
Jesus. Neighbors are outside. Or we're scooping snow and he's scooping room dust.
This isn't just normal room dust, though. This is like spun lathe room dust.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
10 feet thick.
The indoor workshop.
No, it's actually, I've actually got walking space in the center. Now, before I was...
It looks like the Blizzard of 78.
We had sawdust piled as high as the couch on both sides.
And doorknobs are at our ankles.
I haven't seen Bales this animated since that little... Well, see, I was going to go somewhere evil.
Oh, he caught himself.
I held myself. I'm not going to do it. I was going to bring up that hippie chick.
Well, Ryan's here, so I'm excited.
I'm glad I can do that for you.
I'm like the grandparents' poodle that won't leave you alone, just keeps humping your leg.
They're the friendliest.
Yeah.
Hey, humper.
So what do we owe this fantastic... I mean, you're here?
What was old Doc's doing?
Yeah, look, Ryan's here.
Oh, it's Doc's doing?
Mm-hmm.
I figured we'd have him on and say hello. Hello.
Hi.
And what?
All right, talk to you guys later.
Oh, don't do that, dude. I'm going to be honest with you, and I don't want to stir up the past.
Oh,
I'm not going to do it after I say it now. I thought we were going to have a Wilkie incident, which, by the way, I love Wilkie to this day, but I carry with me. Seriously. And I think that you've kept it to yourself, that maybe he left because of me. And I'm fearful that likewise, Rory Bales and Doc will leave because of me.
Oh, I definitely will.
Oh,
Unfortunately, somehow, I feel kin to you. I don't know how, and I don't know why.
we're cut from the same.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Unfortunately, a lot of your bullshit is my bullshit.
You guys are just roping Rory in, so eventually you can all just go away slowly. It'll just be scratched with Rory.
Yeah.
Doc doesn't get the point that
Dirty scratched.
There you go.
dirty scratch. Oh, dude,
So we're already pretty close.
dirty scratch. See, I'm not gonna go there.
But you want to so
So
bad.
you abandoned your story. So you were
Uh-huh.
you were fearful that Ryan left because of you, and we would never hear from him again.
Yeah, I have abandonment issues,
Hmm.
and I thought to myself,
Doc, get the couch, Doc. Get the couch.
Okay,
nobody
Eloy,
cares.
Lay back.
Just breathe.
you guys are acting and behaving the way that is expected for a person that has abandonment issue. You are writing the textbook.
Eloy, I'm here for you, brother.
Hey,
This-
Eloy, you remember that I went away for a week, and when I came back, Ryan was gone, and Doc was just like, "Hey, so Dad left. I'm your new dad," and that's all I got. At least you were here when it happened.
Yeah,
you're right.
Brian handed me the podcast like an orphan in a cardboard box in the middle of the night, and I was like, "Okay, well, okay."
And I got up for some cereal, and I'm like, "Where's my? Shut up, kid. I'm your new mom. And this is your new brother, Rory."
We did swim in the deepest of oceans back in the day.
What?
But we did swim together as a band of brothers in the deepest of oceans.
Back in the day, like a month and a half ago.
When did we start re-recording?
What?
When did we start season 2?
We started season 2, then Rory jumped in, teamed up, and then we started season 3.
No, that was 4. The Colonel. I was just wondering how long we've been recording.
Oh, season 2 was when you guys joined us. And by the way,
for the audience. So let's talk about our discography.
These guys have been slave drivers too.
We've
They've
been
run
pretty
us ragged.
consistent.
They've run us ragged. Anyways, we're cut from the same cloth, Doc.
I do believe so.
And
it's
that's
weird.
prior. That's even prior before our group swim in the oceans, in the rough waters.
This group swim sounds titillating.
What? I don't recall a group swim. I don't like to go swimming.
Oh, there's a group swim.
Yeah, Doc can't swim.
I can swim. I just don't care. I
Rory,
don't care.
did you get your invitation for the annual group swim in the
swim.
mail yet?
I did not get the memo on that.
It's more like a pool bar. I'd be into that.
A pool
It might
bar?
have been intercepted.
As long as there's no eye contact.
Just with the bartender.
Just a little bit of eye contact.
Not even a little. All
I
our
feel
beers
like
came
a
in the
pool-
dark.
I feel like a pool bar would have an immense amount of urine in it.
Ooh.
There's chlorine in the water.
I think it would.
Yeah.
These drunk guys just
Peeing on themselves and peeing. Well, yeah, whatever.
Oh, wait a second. I'm going to go there once.
Do you think it's any cleaner than any other pool? Sorry.
No. Have you guys ever been in a pool or in the water in the ocean and you're in a group of people? And I've had this experience and the water is cool. And then you feel like a little blanket of warmth from under the water. And you look in the direction of it, and there's like either a kid or something in the water, and you know they just peed.
That ain't the direction I thought you were going.
Oh.
And then you pull the swamp pickle right out of the water. Cherchez la swamp pickle.
So,
yeah. Probably. I just care to not remember that.
What?
I mean, I've probably been in a pool where a kid peed next to me.
But you can't confirm it 100% because
I mean, the kid would deny it anyway. So what's the point?
But did you feel a warm sort of body of water colliding with the cold body of water that you were standing in?
Mm-hmm.
They peed.
Eloy, how warm is your pee?
98.6.
I haven't touched a stream in a long time.
No,
but he has. But he has.
I've had errors where there's slippage and the hand
errors
touch the stream, and you feel
we've had calculation mishaps in the aiming department.
I'm gonna look. I promised Brian that
coordinates are off.
I promised that I would walk the straight and narrow, and I would not create waves.
You're the one that just said your hand has slipped and entered into the pee stream.
You've never.
That's no man's land.
Have you? Oh, so you guys are telling me that you've never.
This is just like the whole soap in the pee hole thing. He just doesn't believe it's never happened.
Your hands have never come in contact with the stream by mistake for some reason.
Maybe when I was a kid.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because
you didn't say you were a kid. I just assumed this was yesterday.
Just 5 minutes ago before
his nap.
Right. So what's protocol once that happens, once you break the stream?
If you break the
wash your
stream,
hands.
Yeah, it's not a big deal because
I mean, you cut it off midstream, go wash your hands, and go back to the action, or what?
Pee is actually probably one of the cleanest fluids that comes out of your body, if you think about it.
it is toxic though. You can drink it too.
Okay, Tyler Durden.
You can drink it too, because if you're ever dehydrated and there's no water in the desert, Bales,
Okay,
You
Bear Grylls.
you can drink 1 round.
So, Eloy, how would you drink your pee?
On the rocks.
You have no cup.
If you're in the desert and you have no cup,
Yeah. You just shoot it in there.
Well, he's got to be able to hold on to it first.
Didn't Bear Grylls pee on a shirt and then just wring the shirt over his head?
Oh.
well, if you're with a buddy,
It's a team effort.
Well, first round on me.
let me
The
finish.
buddy system.
Let me
So do you shoot it in his mouth and he shoots it in your mouth?
see. I was gonna say, give me a moment to respond, and you went in that dirty direction. I was gonna say, if you're with a buddy, you ask him to turn around so that you can actually cup and use it as your hand as a receptacle. See, I was going in the clean way. You guys were thinking already stream crossing and a party in the middle of the desert. Woo! You guys are dying of hunger and heat, and there's streams in the air, and frickin' it's like Zoolander.
Survival.
Then just like over the ridge, there's a city with McDonald's and everything, but you're jumping up and down.
It's just like the stranded island with the resort on it.
Yeah.
I could see Bales. You know, he just finds one little patch of desert, but he's like his hotel's right there and stuff, and he's just like wailing in the sand.
It's a sand trap on the golf course.
Man took 5 feet off of a hotel on his journey to Egypt.
No, he's pounding on the sand and he pulls out a Titleist. Oh, Titleist.
So what's been going on with you, Ryan? What's the story, dude?
Same old, same old.
I'm really remember we're old friends. Well, old like 3 years. We're new friends, but old friends, and of course, you know, we've missed you, and you abruptly left, and I was having separation anxiety issues.
Yeah, we couldn't get him to stop peeing on the rug. It was awful every time.
When he missed his hand.
No.
And I just want to say that Bales has been really mean.
I will say that there was a moment there where we were all looking at each other like, so what do we do now?
Well, yeah, the balance was disturbed. Bales became really grouchy, very vindictive.
He became really grouchy.
Oh yeah. Well, imagine.
Grouchier.
I just think because Ryan wasn't here to talk as much, you just noticed it because Bales got more airtime.
Yeah.
I
think
apologize.
I think it was always like that.
Docs became very demanding.
Very. I start hitting them too.
You got to rule with an iron fist.
Yeah, he became very demanding, and thank goodness Rory showed up and joined the band because the balance was disturbed, and he brought back sanity, a little bit of conspiracy, and allowing us to engage in toxic conversations again. I'm just saying. And
Good
I don't
fit.
mean to be evil against Bales back, but today I dropped a music video that I had produced, and he dissed the V drums that my drummer friend was using, and I am angry about that to this moment.
I didn't diss them. I just said that I don't like them.
Well, that's the same thing, isn't it?
No, not really.
Pure rock and roll doesn't require. You have a perfect. What are you gonna do when you have 2 rags, 1 camel, and a dirty butt in the desert? What are you gonna do? Like, you
Pop
want
quiz, hot shot.
Yeah, you want
I have 2 rags.
2
A
rags,
camel.
1 camel, and you're in the desert. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Did you say camel or camo?
And a dirty butt.
And a dirty butt?
So I
dirty butt.
used one of the rags to wipe my butt.
How did he get all these things?
Survey says, wipe your butt. Bing. Number 1 answer.
How did he get to
No.
camel?
Well, because he's going to he's going to the desert.
So they just hand out camels when you get there?
At some point, I think he's going to be on a camel like you would not believe.
They're like all those stupid battery-operated scooters that are around the city here. They're just camels. And you put your phone app. They got a brand on their butt. You just put it in the app and you pay per minute.
Waiting for my Coober.
It's a city camel.
No, but my point about the camel, the rags, and all that is that Bales has a level of self-imposed creative integrity that will not allow him to branch and explore if the certain things are not up to par. Like, he's got a V drum, rock the V drum, record the V drum, and until you have screw it, rock the V drum.
Well, what you're looking for, well, the saying I use for that, Eloy, is don't let perfection be the enemy of very good.
And I like V drums myself. I think that they're freaking awesome. You have to be like a musical freaking listening and saying, aha. And half the sounds you like anyhow are electronically manipulated anyways. Not even half.
Sound reinforcement with samples. I got you.
Yeah, all the cool stuff that you like from the 80s, like Motley Crue.
They never used them. Nope, he didn't.
Yes, they did. Take for instance. Okay, they did it after the fact on the board, but take for instance, Rattlesnake Shake. Listen to the envelope of that drum, how it opens.
Oh yeah,
up.
Bob Rock was all over that. Yep,
I like that too. But now, if you go overboard like 9 Inch Nails, which you love,
yep,
you see. I'm just saying, dude, that it was very uncalled for, that horrible writing. It got me upset, and really that's the reason that I fell asleep and I didn't make it here on time.
It happens, man. I have a question for Rory. Something came up the other day. Rory, what was dirty talk?
That was a mistake.
Oh, well, let's talk about this mistake, because you were like, oh, yeah, that was bad. I was like, oh, it sounds wonderful.
In an attempt to kind of reboot my YouTube channel, I thought, hey, let's do a premiere video. And about 15 minutes before the video, let's do like a live super chat or whatever it's called. And I didn't get any farther than that. I thought, okay, 6:45, I'll get it going. And then the title option came up, and I was like, oh, crap, what am I going to call this? It's like, well, I guess we're talking. I guess I'll just say Dirty Talk. I did not even process what was going on. I had about 3 or 4 characters who showed up talking dirty, and it was like the slow light turned on, like, oh crap, what did I start? So yeah, don't call it Dirty Talk.
And then Bales had to sign off from his other account and sign back on in his regular Bales account. It was like, that was awful.
Dirty Talk.
Dirty Talk. He's like, time to fire up the burner account.
I missed this whole
testing.
Oh, coming at you live. 14 past the hour.
Coming at you live.
And by the way, when Rory does his premieres, he is very selective in his engagement. When I am writing a commentary, he will occasionally reply momentarily and continue talking to other people. I find that incredibly rude. We're having a dialogue and he goes off talking to the other people.
Just talk to me, Rory.
It's very, disconcerting.
You get a private session with him every week, you big baby.
And we get eye contact.
Yeah, look at this.
Well, so I've had my little fix of evil, and I will be good from now on. I promise all of you here. And that's it.
Thank you, Friar Tuck.
But we never got the answer of what's going on with Ryan Bitters.
He said same old. He's cleaning out crack apartments.
Everybody says same old.
You get any good new nasty apartment stories?
We're getting ready to redo a whole house. That was a drug den.
Oh, how do you know?
I have a video of it. I'll send it to you.
Oh.
There was many a cockroach.
Ooh.
It smells. Like, you know the smell of a fish tank, like after it's kind of gone bad. Like someone don't clean it.
Yeah, that algae poop smell.
Pee smell.
It smelled like they had like 100-gallon tank in there and they just pushed it over on the floor.
Oh,
like it was like I would rather smell the pee cups myself.
When you say drug house, like a place where people go to buy and do drugs, or a place where they're cooking the drugs?
I'm not sure. We didn't see anything like that would show they were cooking it, but there were security cameras everywhere, bong hoses with all kinds of like resin in them, and
what?
It was just stuff everywhere. Like they didn't do any of their dishes were piled all over the sink, and the food it was just disgusting. Luckily, we don't have to clean it out. There's another crew coming in to do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you worked around that?
No. We went and looked at it last week to bid on the job.
So you're working around the dishes don't touch it. That's somebody else's job. Okay, and you're on the counter working around it.
But it's pretty much a full gut and remodel.
You should try to take the cameras.
I don't know.
You have surveillance on people.
I don't want to touch anything in that place.
But you're gonna end up touching everything.
Nope, they're gutting it. We don't have to do any of that. We're gonna be down to the bare bones.
Oh, you're just walking in and it's gonna be in the studs?
Yep.
Oh, that's not bad.
Studs, all right.
Light a 2x4 and breathe in heavy.
That sounds ill-advised.
Yeah. I think it was kind of sad though. There was like kids' clothes laying everywhere.
Oof.
Oh yeah.
And that's in your hometown?
No, it's next city, the bigger city to our south.
Yeah, I know that's the worst when I'm in a house doing some electrical work. I was like, this place is pretty rough. You know, you try not to judge people because, you know, whatever, my house is messy in spots. And then you hear the little voice and it's like, and there's a kid living here.
Yeah.
It's always the worst. It's like, oh, hey there, fella.
Yeah. Some of the nastiest houses I've been in are doctors' houses.
Oh my goodness, Ryan.
What kind of
you never been in?
Ryan, I have to agree with you. Because I used to.
When have you been in a doctor's house?
Dude, Bales, look, I'm just going to say this because.
Doctor, not shaman.
I have to qualify this because it's really. Bales thinks, like, we have interacted on the podcast here, and we, of course, are friends from the Facebook and stuff, and he sees the posts and I see his posts. I never assume that I know every aspect of Bales'. There's a little dark, unforeseen area in Bales' life that I don't know what happens. There could be a hole in the basement right now with like 5 people screaming and he's just sitting there and I don't know. So can you grant me that there's some aspect of my life that you might not be privy to?
I don't think I can.
I was at a doctor. I used to work with my buddy that had a low voltage, install company. And we'd go to dentist office. We'd go all over the place in Miami. I've done a bunch of things you guys don't. I have never shared that I've done. And we'd run, the cable. We'd get up into the ceilings and just everywhere you can imagine, and warehouses and all sorts of stuff. And so he had a client, and he was getting out of the business at one point, and he said, "Here, you go ahead and take care of this." He's a doctor. He lives in Coconut Grove. And his house was just what Ryan said, a mess.
Yeah, it's like the most immaculate house, but they don't know how to clean.
Yeah.
They usually hire people.
Man, some of them I've been in don't hire anyone.
Did you guys know that a lot of surgeons have the same qualities as psychopaths?
Okay.
People in certain fields... you have to be a certain person to operate. It's not everybody, but there's a high percentage, you could look it up. A high percentage of these surgeons have psychopathic or are psychopathic, but instead of like the axe murder direction, they've gone the direction of good at whatever they do. You have to have such a steady hand when you're looking into a person and doing that. I mean, you have to be. That's a big deal. So psychopathic people tend to do well in these incredibly high risk areas. They're highly intelligent people, but the ones that we learn about are the ones that go slashing across town. But there's other people in other fields that are psychopathic, and they know it. They know there's something that they don't have that the rest of human beings do have. Do you know what that is?
College degree?
Well, that's one. It's a conscious. It's the ability to put yourself in another person's shoes or feel another person's pain.
That's empathy.
That's right.
It's like an episode of Dr. Phil.
That was like getting pretty deep there.
Oh, is this an after-school special?
Dang.
On a very special episode of Scratched.
This is going to be a really good episode. I can feel it right now.
Yeah, you just jinxed it.
They're all good.
And that's a wrap.
Scratched.
So I have stolen Rory's ideas.
How does that premiere thing work? Does it work out pretty well?
It probably works out great for Rory.
It's not. So
You are such a bullcrapper. You told me it was awesome.
analytically, I've lost 50 subscribers.
Really?
They're leaving. They're like, screw this.
Wait, do you lose them soon after posting a video like Ryan and I were experiencing? And we thought that might have been some like just YouTube cleanup.
I experienced that when you publish it. Yeah, you lose a few. But since I doubled it up because I'm trying to get some more watch time, so that means I need to put out more videos. Yeah, people have just been like, out of here.
Damn.
You know what I think it is, though, Rory? I think it's that some subscribers subscribe to, and I'm talking more to my channel, but it might be applicable. They just, in passing, see a video of yours that they dig, and they say, oh, boom, and they press the subscribe, or you suggest subscribing, and they do so, and they don't hear from you in a while, and then when they sit at the computer, they see the advert come up that you're about to be live, and they're like, oh, screw this crap, and boom, and they unsubscribe or whatever. I think that there's some people that just did it in past. Maybe they were drunk one night, and then they see the advert and say, who's this person? Screw them. And I think that's what it is.
I wish I had an answer, but to be honest, I would rather have 50 hardcore people that are engaged in talking than have 1 million and they're not.
Man,
I'd rather have the 1 million that are unknown and
like, I'm sure you've seen it too, Rory. Like 90% of your views don't even come from your subscribers. Is that the same for you as it is for us?
Most of my views do come from my subscribers.
Really?
No, are you? But is that analytically? Like,
yeah, that's looking at analytics. What my frustration is that if I go and share a video, if it's on Reddit or, I'll talk about Facebook later, but a lot of them don't get posted because they're saying I'm self-promoting.
what are you talking about? Reddit?
Yeah.
I hate
Yep.
Reddit.
They're a bunch of nerds sitting in like their freaking bedrooms and like and they just have something up their butt, they those people are anal about things, and I think they have like a little nerd sort of symposium of blocking everybody except the ones that go through their little gates of stupidity, and they make money doing that, promoting. So if I think there's a whole underbelly of people paying off, like little groups or secret. There's something going on.
Payoffs.
Yeah, there's something going on with that.
Theory.
You know what? I don't know.
Bitcoin.
Let's get your tinfoil hats out. Get it, Eloy.
No, okay.
Reptilian Redditors.
Yeah, you always been preaching this for like 4 years, though.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think that there's an in group of people and they form little clicky things, and they go and attack, and push those videos, channels, and whatnot. And meanwhile, in Sweetwater, you're not privy to those that access, and it's basically the internet equivalent of the haves and have-nots in the real world. That's what I think.
I agree. The culture of Reddit is different than that of other social media. The problems I have with Facebook is trying to participate in other either maker page or particularly metalworking pages, there's a lot of gatekeeping going on. So you post a link, you tell them what it is, it needs to be approved, and it never gets approved. Kind of defeats the point of going through all the effort to make the damn video.
Well, Rory, there was a brilliant burst at maybe 2 years ago where Ryan and Matt Haas, and they dragged my butt in there as well, but they said, screw it, we're going to start our own Reddit. And there was a lot of ingenious things going on, and the efforts were savagely awesome. But again, you know, you may create a Reddit, but it has to populate itself and this and that. I mean, we are the admins on that Reddit. But I haven't checked it in like a year. Have you, Ryan?
Yeah, because I still get on Reddit for other things, and I once in a while I'll swing by it. I think it had like 500 or some users.
It's grown, you know. But
it's just a garbage now, though.
What do you mean?
It's just people just spamming the crap out of it with their videos. There's no discussion or anything.
I see. Well, yeah. But anyways, long story short about that. So you can even try to get inroads doing that. But there's a tidal wave of, it's just, I don't know. Reddit's a difficult one, man.
Jackman certainly figured it out.
Go ahead.
Oh, I said Jackman certainly has it figured out.
Yeah, he's got it dialed in.
And also, like, and in total respect to all the builders and makers that are able to build humongous stuff or little stuff or out of this world stuff, you know, that's the other flip side. I know what I make is not that appealing. Who wants to watch someone make a kitchen range hood?
I do.
Oh, I have Bales.
I know what you're saying though. Yours isn't as broadly sought out.
It's not an underground bunker that could withstand a nuclear strike. You know, I would love to do that, but I got a job to do.
Right.
Can I give you a little sort of my brain, and not that this has been effective, but you know how I've been doing little stories now attached to the thing. I don't know if I've quite tweaked it to where I would want it to be, but I think that whatever menial task one is involved in or project, plus another sort of parallel activity or topic, or you get what I'm saying, like some sort of little story attached to the project itself. I think that and you could do the project and then later do the add-on secondary sort of theme within that. And I think that's like Bales actually, you know, I don't want to give him any more credit than I have to, but if you look at Bales, he does that in his videos all throughout.
I do.
Or you did.
He does what?
Everything I just said. Are you going to make me say it again? Damn.
Tell the story.
I'm going to have to remember everything I just said. And by the way, for that matter, all of us, you know, it's
Bales, I always thought Bales' stuff was kind of cut and dry and right to the point.
No, but he uses. You guys have no vision. Forget it.
You know, the amazing video effects and stuff, but he's pretty straight to the point about everything.
Yeah, you guys have no.
You didn't want to pump him up any more than I'm just trying to help you knock the peg.
Yeah, Bales is a bad example, so forget that. In fact, Rory, forget everything I just said. And for that matter, Doc as well, in his videos, he has that cinematic approach, what he does with the I think Sterling shared his video the other day, which was very nice of him. I don't know how he got inspired.
I don't know either. I'd probably deleting stuff and was like, "Oh yeah, Doc."
You're making videos on the YouTubes again?
No, Lord no, Lord no.
Lord no.
He'd come across one of the last ones that I had done or whatnot. And I don't know why he makes more. But I do because I don't.
Well, Sterling, for some reason, every time we meet up, he has this incredible aggressive approach of like Eloy, like just poking the bear, Eloy. I'm like, damn, Sterling, can we not just, I mean, I am not, he's constantly
I'm sure he's going to hear this because he hears the thing. He's like, he can't just accept me as is. It's always investigation and poking. Eloy. I'm like, dude, I wish no ill will, Sterling. Can we just not have a chill out frickin' hangout session without, like slicing and dicing what my intent is?
I wish I knew what the hell you were talking about.
No, that... Oh shoot. Whatever, dude.
Like, I'm trying to keep up, and I'm just like, I got nothing.
I get it. You're right. And it was worth the laugh. so screw it. It was good. It was worth it. Oh man. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy to see Ryan. Ryan underestimates, how important it is to see him in the dark, not talking. It's very important, to have that's that balance. He's just sitting there observing.
Well, I'm in a weird position here. Am I a guest?
We don't do guests.
Co-host, right?
Guest host.
You're in a weird position here.
Like,
it'd be weirder if Eloy has his come his way.
I couldn't even formulate the joke. I was on premise.
Yeah.
Guys, just something.
This is the happiest I've seen Eloy in months.
Well, you have to understand, I do have good feelings towards Ryan. I love the guy, and he up and scared me because I thought that he was going to do, and I love Wilkie as well. He was going to do a Wilkie, and I felt like, was I responsible because of some crazy thing? Because you guys don't take kindly to conspiracy theories. My voice just cracked. I'm actually have clammy hands and shivering here. You guys don't take kindly to conspiracy theories.
Calm down, Peter Brady. Change.
Well, anyway, so yeah,
all the time that we don't, but I never poo-poo it, and Rory likes it.
No, Rory likes it. He
Bales
knows
doesn't like anything.
Right.
So it's like there's like three things you could bring up that Bales would be like, "Yes, I'm for it." So what are you worried about?
I can name two of those three things.
oh,
Well,
I was waiting.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm traveling the straight and narrow, and I'm skirting the edge. I'm seriously though. I am gonna behave. I promise you that much. You will not force me into a corner with my pants around my knees. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna happen.
Knees.
you don't go ankles? Okay then.
Yeah. Why don't you go ankles?
Ankles? No, that's a saying, dude.
Okay.
From where? Prison?
From the Green Mile.
Coffee spilled with a K. Like
Take
a drink.
Take it back, sir.
I did want to address something towards Rory and the rest of you, but Rory specifically about conspiracy theories briefly.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready? That's a tough thing. Are you ready, Rory? Are you ready, Rory?
That was enough. I'm ready.
Okay. So I was taking a bath the other day.
Jesus.
Did we stop there?
Just, you know what, dude? I'm trying to explain something, and can I get through the first part, which was the bath?
Practicing your desert survival skills.
I was taking a shower the other day. It's a shower. It was, the skies were golden as I was thinking outside.
Wait,
no, I
you
was
taking a shower outside?
Golden skies.
the other day I was thinking about the whole conspiracy thing and this and that, and I was
you weren't thinking about me.
No, well, it's in reference to the whole sort of how to approach conspiracies and negate sort of like people that will use the coveted or the often used. But wouldn't somebody down the line in that great conspiracy have leaked the information? that sort of thing. Like if you say, "Oh, the moon landing," and by the way, as just, I'm going to say this to the people listening for the first time. I'm not the conspiracy guy. I enjoy it as an entertainment thing. I'm not like believing like in space aliens 100%. I'm open to hearing the stories and seeing how you could go down that road.
If you ever are in a private hangout with Eloy, he wears a tinfoil hat whenever he's not appearing in public. So
it's true.
Well, so that was just my little disqualifier there for so anyways.
Disqualifier?
whatever the word. Dude, I just woke up a little while ago. I'm trying to.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. I mean, he's paying attention to every word that I say that might be wrong, and then he inputs, and then it just I become like the classroom dunce. So when people say, using as an example, I'm going to do this, Elon Musk and the car.
3 weeks in a row.
We can't talk about him. It would be the third time in a row.
Okay, so what conspiracy should we use as an example?
A new one. Let's pick a new one.
New one?
It has to be a big one.
Aren't they all? And like the thing with YouTube video and conspiracy theories, like this is the biggest one you've seen yet.
Okay, so like let's say the Anunnaki.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're ready for that one. There was no argument there with Bales. Okay, so like let's say the Anunnaki. So when you talk to someone that believes in that, or whatever position you stand on, and you'll say, yeah, because the Anunnaki and this and that, and the governments, and because the history and this and that, somebody will say somebody along the way has to have known and leaked out the information. And, that's what's wrong with conspiracy theories, because all these people can't keep secret about, the information, blah, blah, blah. And the other day, while I was in that bath, I was thinking
about me.
On the other side, I was thinking, how about this, Rory? I was thinking, well, there's a lot of things that the government has, like, that they say the technology that we have currently now that we know of, well, the technology they got is 10 years or 15 years or 20 years in the future of what we have. You've heard that said, right?
A version of that, sure.
Okay, a version of that. So
the version I heard was that we get their leftovers as far as technology goes. What we have is already old news.
That's what I've heard as well. Exactly like how you said it.
Who's the
government. Okay. So and this is a brilliant move on my part, I do believe, and I know you're going to shoot it down.
I'm waiting.
So when you're in a conversation with someone that's a naysayer, you could say, well, the government does have technologies and people that work on these technologies. Wouldn't they frickin' leak the thing as well? The issue and that get leaked out, it's a way of saying that you arguing that somebody had to say something along the way. It's ridiculous what you're saying about this conspiracy theory. Well, you can turn that table on its end and say the same thing for things that are standard that we do believe in. The government holds secrets as well, and there's things that they have that we don't know. And do you discount that they don't have those secrets in hiding and that everybody's keeping it secret? In other words, people work on secret conspiracy stuff, and not everybody knows the whole story, and that's how they keep these conspiracies under wraps, these secrets under wraps. So the whole thing about a person saying, oh, but wouldn't somebody have ratted it out? You've got down the line, this. Well, that applies both ways. And we all know that the government has things that we don't know about. That's where my brain was going.
I guess it comes down to what kind of conspiracy. If it's about technology, I find it interesting, but at the end of the day, I really don't care because I have the tools around me in the world we live in to live my life. So I don't borrow that exhausting energy of like, oh, the government has whatever ahead of us. But on the same token, I'm sure that they do, as I would want to be in a government that is on the leading edge of technology. I want to be on that side of the fence when stuff goes down and feel protected and feel safe at home.
Yeah, I agree with that. But isn't that applicable to a person using the excuse of shooting down whatever conspiracy you have and say, well, somebody had to have leaked it. Well, we have people in government, and they don't know the whole story. They may work at a sort of office for the bigger picture, and that's how government works actually. So you get what I'm saying.
I get, and I have a real life example actually that came to mind that's overlaps this and blacksmithing. Blacksmithing attracts retired rocket scientists.
What?
There are a handful of really smart government retired employees working in those establishments, like the big mountain in Colorado that you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
One guy that I met, they were working on laser technology and shot a hole through a mountain.
Is this on YouTube?
No, this was just at a blacksmithing meeting, and he was sharing stories of the stuff that they were doing in these facilities and what his job was and what have you. But that was an experiment that got on array, and yeah, they had shot through a mountain.
Holy smokes. But when you say through, do you mean all the way through?
As he explained it, it was all the way through.
Can you tell us more or less the story more specific?
I'll say the Southwest United States.
Well, like, how did he explain it to you?
Pretty much what I said.
What was it, though?
Oh, like, was it a weapon or something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He didn't give you that part? You know more than you're leading on.
I don't.
It's a conspiracy within a conspiracy.
No, when somebody says something like that and they can't give you more information, they're either hiding something.
Or they don't have any more information.
Right.
Well, and also in the moment of when he was sharing the story, there's 30 of us listening to this. So when he's telling the story, there's a big reaction of like, oh my gosh, they shot through a window. There wasn't a little Eli going, why were we shooting through mountains?
I would have asked the guy that.
I know, but at the time, nobody did.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I know that in about a year's time from now, somebody's going to have good camel stories to tell.
No, you have to pay for the camels, man. You have to rent the camels.
Damn, that's like prostitution, dude.
What's the going rate?
I don't know. I'll let you know.
Do they charge per hump?
I hope so.
Any camel on camel action?
I
Oh
hope
my
so.
God, we're cameling. Too far?
I want Bales to come back with a nice bronze tanned
And an accent.
and an accent.
Be great.
I
If you
don't.
can do that, baby.
I don't know what the Egyptian accent is, and I'm
I don't
probably
know
going to be with mostly Americans the whole time. So
Just start every sentence with da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na. Hi, can I have that quarter pounder with cheese?
oh man.
Are you going to walk like an Egyptian while you're there?
Yep.
Nice.
What
Were you going to grow your beard out?
do you mean?
You better.
Like long? Like,
I look homeless if I try to grow. It gets all scraggly.
That's their look, dude.
You gotta wear the hat with the bullwhip.
What? Oh, yeah. Get myself a satchel.
Eloy just singled out an entire country so they look homeless.
I need to get a nice leather satchel. Maybe I can get it made by ZH.
Z.
Yeah, you can put your bullwhip inside your satchel.
Yeah.
I like it.
It'd probably get confiscated at the freaking airport or customs.
Are you wearing a hat?
I gotta find some kind of hat. Shannon says. I wasn't gonna wear a hat, but apparently I have to get a hat.
Have something to cover your face, your dome, dude.
Yeah.
Are you going straight Iowa Bales with the hat?
I don't know.
Gotta get something wide brimmed all the way around. Get
Take some suggestions.
sun off your shoulders if you're.
And
If you're not
maybe
gonna
I can get one of those huge hats like those triple fighters had in Big Trouble in Little China.
There you go.
Looks like a giant chandelier.
Now you're talking.
Oh, by the way, they're supposed to be remaking that. When the hell's that coming out?
what?
Yeah, they were remaking Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, The Rock,
Great.
Jack. What?
That's exciting.
Well, guys, I got to cut out because I got to get to bed.
Later on, Bubba.
Kidding.
I'll be back hopefully soon.
All right, bud.
Later on, guys.
Stop.
Right.
Can you believe that guy? Can you believe that That guy breaking into her, or what? I can't believe this.
Now you're gonna play the tough guy. 15 minutes ago, you were in tears.
I don't care.
Now you're going after him.
You're having this as your life.
Yeah. You act
But
like
I
he
did-
was your soldier daddy. You just came home from a tour and you hadn't seen him. You started crying.
I did. I'm not ashamed of my feelings. Are you ashamed of yours?
Nope.
I don't think he has any.
That's a good point.
Yeah, he has. He just does the tough guy.
Or hatred and remorse feelings.
No,
Oh.
he's the tough guy.
They're making a sequel to Big Trouble Little China.
Is that what they're calling it now?
Or, well, how did they word this? You can't remake a classic, so what we're planning to do is we're going to continue the story.
A continuation, not a remake.
Yeah.
Great.
Be like
Okay.
Jumanji, and Dwayne Johnson's going to be in it.
Yeah. Again,
Okay.
it's like
Oh,
Jumanji.
Buck.
What's the guy's name? Jack what?
Jack Black?
No, in the movie. The main character's name.
Jack Reacher.
Was it Burton?
Jack Reacher.
Something like that. Jack.
When he's talking over the radar, or not the radar.
You know what old Jack Burt would say?
Yeah, Burton.
And they're like, who? That's the best part, is they always go, who? Like, no one knows who the hell he is. Like, me!
That was a damn good movie. I wore the hell out of that VHS tape as a kid.
Yeah, I loved it too. It was a cozy movie to watch.
A quality flick.
All the 80s stuff, back then particularly, was just awesome.
All the 80s stuff back then in the 80s, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it was awesome.
Except
Some
back
of-
then we just called it stuff.
Well, some of it now is a little weathered and aged with time. But yeah, there's a few things that are difficult to watch, but in general,
Poltergeist, good. The Thing, good.
Porky's,
Porky's Revenge. Porky's 3, my hand slipped into the stream.
There probably was a Porky's. How many Porky's movies were
Oh,
there?
there definitely was.
Someone
there were
find out. Someone find out how many Porky's movies there were. I'd say 7.
I think so.
7 Porky's.
I don't know. What do you think? It's like a Saw franchise?
I'm saying they're still putting them out right now on VHS, right to DVD, right to digital.
Oh, maybe straight to
4.
possibly.
There were 4 Porky's movies. There was Porky's, Porky's 2, The Next Day, Porky's Revenge, and then Pimpin' Pee-wee. What?
Porky's Pimpin' Pee-wee. A VOD sequel, video on demand, just like Docky said.
Yep, Porky's Pimpin' Pee-wee. It
Pimpin'
was issued.
Pee-wee.
It was issued in 2009. That's stupid.
I think we're gonna have to watch it. Maybe it'll be Rory's watch party.
Yeah, that could be our commentary. Pimpin' Pee-wee.
I thought the watch party was a fun idea.
How'd it go over?
Like 3 people showed up, and then they left.
Man,
By then, I was already sucked into the movie, so I just wrote it out.
But how good was the quality of the movie?
I thought it was fine. It's not my upload. You know, can't really complain. It's free.
It's worth another shot.
I don't think so.
I like the premiere though, but now Rory's saying that. Oh, I was gonna say, I did take your idea of doing the dual. You're hanging out with your buddies on one, whatever hangout live, and then you have the other. I think it's a brilliant idea, way of interacting, and and you get in that first burst of people and stuff. But you're saying it's not necessarily a good thing.
For my current demographic, they seem to not like it.
I was in that chat and I was like very apprehensive as to what to say. I didn't want to piss off all the Smithies. I was like, hey there, buckaroos.
Hey, guys.
Nice cars.
Nice hammer, fella.
You want to see my anvil?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, so cool.
Have you seen the movie Anvil?
About the band?
Yeah,
It was a pretty
Yeah.
good movie.
It was.
I liked it.
Poor guys.
It was, yeah, but poor guys. But look what they got out of it. That's become an underground classic. You know,
That's true.
wouldn't you like? Okay, so in your mind, I know exactly Bales. You know, over there with the freaking little sweaty bandana up on stage and interviews and people coming up to him and stuff. So tell us, how did you do that triplet upside down as the mechanism froze and, you know, this and that and your drums and your, and you know, you have all that and the adoring. I get it. And then you're in the studio and people are bum rushing the door to get in. Can you tell us something about your new album, Bales? Ah, you know, I get it. But wouldn't just the same and the groupies backstage, Bales, you're trying to get into the dressing room and you're getting tore at and stuff. I get it, right? And the band, you know, getting together and arguing over the next track and this, I get it. I know that's what I get it. And your lectures after the fact at colleges and universities across of drumming and stuff, I get it.
Sounds great.
Yeah, sounds pretty damn good, doesn't it? But just the same, when you're 60 and somebody dusts off one of your cassettes from 1983 and they play it and the thing is playing and says, damn, this is great. And that person's like a producer that's been combing the whole country, and they found that cassette of Bales and the Bumblebees, and they make you dress in a bumblebee suit and you become the sensation in your 60s and just the same. Wouldn't that be just as good?
I guess.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Bales and the Bumblebees.
I want to be a bumblebee.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell? What do we have to lose? So, yeah, good movie.
I don't know if to go from there. I think we're losing Rory. He's falling asleep.
I'm still here.
He's just getting warmed up.
I mean, I can't carry this the whole time. That's why I freaking pull enough, levers here to see to get reactions. But Bales, you have to freaking participate. Give us something.
Ryan wore me out. He got nothing.
Yeah. What? Oh, go ahead.
He just burned out fast.
He took all my love.
Well, Doc said, "Oh, I've got a surprise for you guys," and I knew it. I knew that's
for what it's worth. We had that planned a while.
Yeah, but when you said I had a surprise, I easily deduced.
Well, that's kind of why I said it. If I really wanted to surprise you, I would have said anything.
Oh no, I get. But when you gave us the clue was a weak clue for somebody trying to find out what the answer to the clue was. It was, I have a surprise for you, and I said Ryan automatically, or I said Bitters automatically.
Yeah, I didn't say it was a good surprise.
And then Rory said that he had. Well, he said a combination. I said, "What are you talking about?" And he says, "I'll tell you guys on the next episode." And I said, "I bet I can answer." And then he never replied to that, and it was left in the dark. But I know exactly what the answer to his dilemma was.
What was it?
Well, I went back up and saw that he had gotten his truck stuck in the snow, and he said something about cardboard afterwards. And I figured that he took the cardboard, shoved it up around the tires, and used it as a way to get, out.
See, in Iowa, we just kept a sandbag in the trunk.
I totally failed. I didn't even have a shovel.
Did you use the cardboard?
As a shovel.
Oh, okay.
The snow was so wet that the cardboard was just falling apart.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, it was just slushy and icy.
Damn.
And then there was this dude burning palm frond.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So where are you going to get a shovel now?
Oh, yeah.
Dedicated truck shovel?
Well, and that was... I have that stuff. I just hadn't put it in the truck. I have it. Last time I got stuck, and you guys were talking about pictures of the big blizzard. We had a 10-foot blizzard in 2002, 2003. I think that was the last time I got stuck. It wasn't even that bad. I got lazy. I got sloppy.
Yep, it happens.
I think if I tried to put any kind of equipment in the back of my truck, it would disappear. Do you have a locking cap?
I just put axle next to it.
Oh, okay.
So why would you say that? Is your area prone for theft?
Yeah, city. People take stuff all the time.
Dude, I can't believe that people are so criminally minded in your area.
They suck.
You know that Sweetwater is one of the safest cities
Really?
in the nation. No, seriously. I don't know about you, but we've had 1.2 murders in the past, like, forever.
Day? In the past day?
No, in the past, like, forever. You could walk the street. You could walk the streets to your heart's content here, and no one will even bother you, except sometimes people hang out in the canal and cause, bonfires.
So, looking up Sweetwater's crime data, the crime index, 100 is the safest. Sweetwater ranks 18.
Sweetwater, Florida?
Sweetwater, Florida.
In
Number
Miami?
of crimes in Sweetwater. Number of crimes, 38. Property, 570.
No, dude, there's something wrong there. For what year is that?
Let's see.
I mean, because
I like how Eloy can just quote facts out of the air about crime rates and stuff with no paperwork. I'm not saying you haven't. It's like I enjoy that you're just like kicking some stats.
yeah. Well, yeah.
They have a average per capita income 2010 was about 14,700.
It's poverty, yes.
So family of four, they're saying right around 60 grand. So with that's the only year I can see on this. So at least 2010.
Okay, so I'll tell you this. How many murders?
They just have violent and then they have property. So 38 violent crimes and 570 property.
Right, but that property can be anything from, trespassing to it could be anything. And the violent crime, 38 in a city of what?
We have some other ones.
Okay,
So 0 murders,
that's safe. We're safe.
one rape, 10 robberies, and 27 assaults.
That's not bad. And assault can mean anything from, beating,
Striking somebody.
or a push. It could be, it could be even as simple as that.
Or maybe you assaulted yourself and crossed the streams.
Yeah, that's also part of the. But you see what I'm saying, though? And what's the population? It's like 20-something, 26, 27,000 or less? 23,000?
Surveys.
Let's go with 22,000?
You going to pick a number? The price is right. You can't keep changing it.
Yeah.
We got 21,028.
Okay. So it's probably about 22 to 23 or more now because we've expanded.
17% are 65 or older.
Mm-hmm. 70, right? Like 70?
65.
Yeah. And we've got a lot of college students now, so that's sort of, but they don't count.
I was going to say those aren't residents.
Yeah, they're staying in these lofts. Do they not even consider them as residents?
That doesn't count. That's not permanent residents.
They do have attending college, 6.6%, high school graduates, 63%, and college graduates at 17.9%. But I think that's just straight up stats. I don't think it's about attending college.
Right.
Beagles, 1.
No, there's probably another one. I've seen another one, actually.
At least.
Yeah.
How many arrests for trying to trap iguanas?
They have 3.5.
See?
Did he get half an iguana or half an arrest?
I think it was a one-armed man.
3.2 arrests for, whatever. I don't know how they get the 0.2.
Yeah.
Hispanic or Latino, 96.2%.
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
Over here, either you have Cuban or Cuban descent, Nicaraguan or Nicaraguan descent, Venezuelan or Venezuelan descent. And
Speak Spanish?
I speak both Spanish, English, and a little bit of what you call German. I can say left and right in German, and I can say 3 words in Italian.
What's
yeah,
left?
I flew in what language?
German.
Links.
That's right.
Rex.
Say it like you're like telling me what to do.
Links.
Now pull my hair.
Rex. Links.
Just don't look at me in the eye.
Rex.
Safe word, pineapple.
Das ist ein Alligator. Yeah. I used to have to. I did that, and they found it the most amusing that I made an effort. And they were the nicest people. You know, we saw groups of people that would come, you know, off of tours and stuff. And I would take people out in the Everglades on the airboat. And the Germans were probably the nicest that you could ever frickin' imagine, dude. The most upsetting type of people were people from from European, like Italy, frickin' Spain, frickin', you know, all those other places. They were like a hot mess of wickedness. And all the Germanics and Northern, they were quite calm and stuff. Like you could really see the difference. It's just culturally.
Yeah.
And the French were right in the middle, leaning towards, you know, the aggressive and just a little bit onery. And if you go into the Asian countries, like when we'd have people from China, they would want to sort of flick cigarettes at the alligators as we're traveling down the thing. And I'm not saying one person. I'm saying like every tour you had a couple of people that were doing that and tapping and splashing the water as if it were okay to do. I'd have to stop the boat and I'd say stop, like if I were a teacher. And so you would see all these things.
Any close calls?
No, not really. Not
Wow.
really. No. I mean, we did have people that got hurt, wrestling gators and whatnot, but you know.
Wrestling gators.
Yeah, you've heard of
Wrestling.
Wrestling.
Yeah, you've heard of that.
Yeah, but not on a paid guided boat trip.
No, what we would take them out on tour, and when we get back, they would be led to you would lead them to, or you'd point them to a show, and they'd walk to the show, and then the other guy took over. Rover took over. Yeah.
So it wasn't like you stopped the boat and went out and wrestled one.
No.
Okay, that's what I was envisioning.
He was actually the Gators tag team partner for a while.
Oh, that's hilarious.
The Gators were. It was a cool job. It was a cool job.
How long did you work there?
It was 10 years.
You worked there for 10 years?
But I did have stints where I would leave and go do other things. So I'd leave for a year and this and that. But for a period of 10 years, I was pretty much there. And they would humor me and I'd go off on my little adventures. I went to do construction. I came back. I went to do a casino again and came back. Left to California, came back, and so on. It's not it's a fun job, but it's when you're out in the sun, it's
I'm sure.
yeah. So Sweetwater is relatively safe then, yeah.
If 100 was the safest, it ranked 18.
Well, what are we comparing it to? Like Mayberry?
I'm just reading the stats, man.
Okay, so compare that to Bales's area. What's your town, Bales?
I'm not telling the crazy listeners what town I live in.
Bales, just whisper it. And listeners, don't pay attention to this.
Really slow at the camera, and we'll guess.
Yeah, mouth it at the camera, Bales.
Slower.
Yeah.
Was that an O? I'm not sure if that was an O. Do that one again.
Little closer. Back up. Go closer. Get closer. Yeah, up. Back. There we go.
Give me like north, south, east, west, and I'll pick a city, Bales.
South.
Yeah.
South
South of Boston.
That'll be too much.
Bales, you are very suspicious of people that you've never met and will probably never want to bother you. And you're not. I mean, I say Sweetwater. No problem.
We have a lot of drugs. A lot of heroin.
We'll just do it. Anyway.
Just Google Iowa Bales.
No, it's not Iowa.
No, I know, but you're Iowa Bales in Boston.
Here you go, Rory. I put it in the chat.
Okay, so
You want Massachusetts? You want Boston or Iowa?
No, he put it in the inside chat, Rory.
Oh, ooh!
You see it there?
Got the secret code.
So for the audience that can't read the imagine just the.
Okay, so keep things fair. We'll use the same website, Music Neighborhood Scout. This sound legit. Ooh. So, in Balestown,
Our house
is a very, very, very fine house.
if 100 is the safest, excuse me, Balestown rates 54.
Bull crap.
Safer than 54% of the U.S. cities, while Sweetwater is safer than 18% of U.S. cities.
So then you would think that this place is like overrun with, and it's not. It's quite. You could walk around here all night long. You know what it tells me? It tells me that you can
I live in
Mayberry.
Yeah. Hey, Andy.
So they just, you know what they did? They just passed by all the crack houses and all the heroin joints, and they said, "No, we're not going to count that."
Maybe.
So, Bales, you actually live in a very decent and accommodating part of the country, dude.
Guess so.
So he's had 66 burglaries, 478 theft, and 33 motor vehicle theft.
Damn.
How many murders?
Better lock the truck.
1 murder, 15 rape, 17 robbery, 114 assault.
Where were you that night, Bales? Night in question.
I don't want to answer without my attorney.
No, this happened up in Bales's area there when they had the Boston Marathon bombing. They those guys went to Watertown.
Oh yeah, north.
Yeah, Lauren's cousin was living there, and he was actually on the front cover of I think it was like NBCnews.com or one of these news websites, like answering the door with like a guy in SWAT was like telling him what was going on.
Really?
Because, yeah, those guys were like in that town, and they were like,
yeah,
that boat was like blocks from his house.
Wow.
Where they found that guy. He's like, yeah, we were literally in the basement playing princess because he has a daughter. He's like, so we were just doing anything we could to keep her downstairs because that's what they were, that was the suggestion is everyone get in your basement. So if there's any gunfire, you'll be, below it.
Yeah.
So if I feel safe here in Bales's neck of the woods, I feel like it was frickin' Mayberry then.
Yep.
So you have nothing to complain about because I'm dealing with frickin' chaos outside.
18%.
You got a bunch of old Hispanic thugs around you, Eloy.
Oh yeah, see that's another thing. They can't even move around.
I know. So there's like 3 thefts.
Yeah, and that was like he stole his neighbor's.
It was insulin.
They have assistants pushing their wheelchairs around, or they're in those little electric scooters, pulling heists.
Yeah,
they drive their scooter into a garage and get a quick paint job change. Throw the cops off the trail.
That statistic place that you are looking at, it doesn't make sense that they would judge it that way because unless people are coming from outside to rob, like dash and dine on our old people here.
That's true.
Could be. And in your neck of the woods, I mean, what the percentage has to be like pristine.
Oh, where do you want? Where I live or where I grew up?
Let's go where you're at now, and then docks, just to round it. Go towards home. I'm sure that docks is quite the decent area as well.
I can't even imagine mine would be on there.
Oh wow! So mine is rated. If 100 is the safest, I'm at 81.
Damn.
But
Jinx.
the population's got to be itty bitty. Yeah, 434.
Where you're at now?
Yeah.
How many thefts?
I think it's a negative number.
Oh, dude. You could leave a frickin' golden monkey
It's a negative number because people leave presents on strangers' doorsteps.
People leaving monkeys around.
This guy came up with a gun and he gave me $20 and told me to take it. I was like, okay, fine.
And to have a nice day.
Yeah. Here's my coffee. Oh, here's my gun.
Damn, Rory.
Is mine. It just says unreported.
Dude.
Yeah, the one guy had one job and he hasn't done it yet.
Dude, that has to be a good thing all around. I live in frickin' Vietnam. And I don't even realize it.
We've been trying to tell you this right along.
And I don't even realize it. Because it's become it's the norm. And
Eloy, you're a thug and you didn't even realize it.
I'm a frickin' thug.
You're a
player. You're a hustler.
I'm a hustler, dude. I got to shake down those 60-year-olds after the show's done.
Payment's up, buddy.
So what's up with Doc's? Because Doc also wanted to go private with his locale.
Oh, I just threw it there so we could type it in.
For those of you that spot me a couple of 20s in private chat, we will reveal the location of both Bales and Doc.
That's not why I put mine there. Mine was just so it was spelled right.
Okay, so then we'll just go ahead and take a 20 for Bales.
So if 100 is the safest, Doc is at 29%.
Ooh, danger.
Jeez.
Number of crime,
Rough Amish.
28 violent, 87 property.
There's weird shit goes on out here. A lot of theft. Got a lot of heroin addicts. So that's probably what all those thefts were. All that property. My car was broken into twice. We had a couple. I guess they were arrested or whatever. But there was it went through 3 weeks where these guys were just bolder than anyone has ever been bold. They would just come up to your house, smash the window in on your car,
jeez,
take whatever they could and leave. And it was just.
So question about Doc's. What's the murder percentile?
0.
Oh, Doc. And Bales's, how many murders in Bales's area? He's in Mayberry, basically, so.
Mm-hmm. Is the right one? Yeah, he has 1.
1 murder. Huh. That's 1 more than our Vietnam frickin'. If this were so dangerous, then why isn't there any murders?
Because they're all dying before they can kill anybody.
Yeah. Oh, I was looking at it, by the way.
I think it's a good example of where stats can be severely skewed because of the population and what happens inside of that, and them giving it a percentage.
Yeah, to say my area is unsafe, and to say that it is more unsafe than where Bales lives, that close to the city, I have a hard time believing that. But at the same time, you might be more apt to have a run in with a junkie. So,
well, I'm telling you right now that I've lived here for 40 years and or 40 plus years, to be honest with you, and I can count the incidents on one hand, So, but
was that before or after it slipped?
What, the hand?
Yeah.
Into the stream?
Yeah.
That was before, during, and after, dude.
And which hand in German?
Links! Und rechts!
Pineapple!
And how about in Italian? Does anybody know how to say left and right in Italian?
Lefty, righty?
uh,
Isn't that where lefty, loosey, righty, tighty came from? Is Italy?
Diestra, sinistra.
is it?
Diestra.
And why do we know these, Eloy?
Because I would say, in normal,
because he'd have to ask his customer which one they preferred.
Yeah, which hand do you want me to use?
No, in the normal tongue, we'd say on your left. Yeah, there was tongue involved. There was tongue involved. On your left, we have an alligator. Check it out, guys. Or on your right. Well, for these people, I'd say links, rex, or diestra, siniestra, and so on and so forth. And I think I learned Chinese too, but it's too convoluted to even remember. And I had little keywords. I could actually do a whole speech, but it's been over 18 years now, I think.
A whole speech about what?
The tour.
The tour. Like the tree, the vegetation, like everything. Like from
the
history.
Waterfowl.
Yeah.
You were like Steve Irwin.
Oh, I did that for I could pretty much survive out in the wild, man. I don't know about in your area.
Well, he could at least give a guided tour out in the wild if he had to.
I could give a total guided tour out in the wild.
So I had my airboat, I could survive in the wild.
Yeah, but I remember, don't belittle it, Bales. I can. Okay, you know what? If we were stuck out in the wild, you better be careful when you're in the desert, because with that attitude, it's gonna get you humped by a camel. Sorry. I'm back. I'm back. It's okay. Sorry. I almost collapsed, but he will not do that. He will not intimidate me. I will not break.
Boy, you fell for his trap.
No, I did not. I almost did.
He was fishing. You bit it.
Damn.
Shook the worm.
Well, I'm not perfect. I'm human. So I can tell you what vegetation to eat when you're stuck out in the wild, what not to eat. I could just a whole host of things, dude. And with your attitude, Bales, I'm gonna have you eating the things you're not supposed to eat. No, I would never do that, Bales. Try the swamp apples. They're good. The swamp apples are good. Make sure they're the ones that are nice and green. Go on. Here, chase it down with this elixir. Here, chase it down with this elixir.
Looks like lemonade. Delicious.
Yeah. Eloy, what part of the alligator? Eat the torso part. Yeah. See that organ right there? Just eat it. Yeah. Eloy, is this snake poison? No, it's. Go ahead.
We ran out of gas.
I didn't, dude. Dude, come on.
I'm out of gas.
You're 43 something years old. Oh, I know, because it's time. So I'm just gonna say, Bales is an old mother trucker, not young like I, and he can't frickin' deliver a nice ending. Just deliver a nice happy ending.
Yeah, something like that.
Scratch.